Hey, what's up guys, it's Grillhands. I'm bringing you some Battlefield 3 gameplay footage. I actually started playing this game a little late just because my internet was all screwed up when the game released. I couldn't jump online. I didn't get a chance to play any of the multiplayer on the first night, but that's okay. I heard the servers were a little messed up. It was really hard to get into some matches, and it was even more difficult to stay in the same squad. So yeah, probably didn't miss out on much, but this is the gameplay that I captured from my first night playing the game. Still haven't quite figured out yet how I want to do these gameplays, just because this was a 25-minute match. I cut out enough footage to condense it down to 6 minutes, but it kind of feels like a highlight reel. It's really hard to get a true sense of how the game progressed and how everything panned out when you've just got these short, quick little segments. What I might do is maybe I'll do one long, unedited segment and just commentate over that. I'll just grab whatever has the most action and just do that instead of trying to do the entire match in these little small mini segments. I don't know, I'll try a bunch of different things out. Let me know what you think. The other thing is, even though I've been posting up just Recon Kit gameplays, I'm going to be using everything. I've been using the Assault class and the Engineer class already, so it's not just going to be Recon Kit. So yeah, don't worry that it's going to be the same style of gameplay all the time. But I thought I'd give you guys my really early impressions of the multiplayer. This isn't a fair assessment of it because I haven't had a whole lot of time playing it yet, and certainly haven't had a chance to experience all the different equipments and unlocks. So yeah, this is really early impressions. What I will say is, for people that might be on the fence about picking this game up, maybe you're trying to decide between this and Modern Warfare 3, if you weren't a fan of Bad Company 2, then I really wouldn't suggest picking it up, because there were a lot of tweaks and modifications between this and Bad Company 2, but at the end of the day, the formula is the same. It's large vehicular combat maps, and there's going to be situations where you need to run a little bit to get back into the action. The controls are certainly much tighter, the graphics I feel are a little better, but it's still the same formula. And the other thing is, in Call of Duty you can run solo and normally do just fine if you know what you're doing. You can be a one-man wrecking crew. In this game, yeah, you can play solo and do pretty good KD wise, but it can be rather difficult to take out objectives by yourself. If you don't have teammates that are moving up, if they're not supporting you, yeah, it can be kind of hard to plant that bomb by yourself and then defend it solo. And the other thing is vehicles. Also something that normally requires teamwork to take out. If you're trying to take out a tank solo, you can put a couple rockets into it, but normally if the guy knows what he's doing, he'll just drive away, repair it, and go right back into the action. It's really helpful to coordinate with 2 or 3 other engineers and all fire rockets at it at the same time, or you have like a minefield set out. So yeah, if you're going to be playing this game solo or maybe with one other person, the experience is definitely going to be different versus playing with a full party of like 8 people in 2 different squads. But yeah, I've been really loving the game. Like I said before, they have added in a lot of different tweaks. The controls are tighter. What else? There's a server browser list now, so you can filter different servers based on region, game type, map, and that's one of the solutions that we have, because right now it's really hard to get into the same game on the same team. So what we'll do is we'll find a server with a low population in it, and then everybody just joins in at the same time. I thought that was a really cool feature. You can even add servers to your favorites list, so if there's a server that you have a really good latency to, or you just enjoy playing on it, then you can add that there and quickly pull it up at any point in time. So yeah, really loving the game. I have been running into issues though. For instance, there are some glitches that still exist. They did a great job of fixing all the glitches between the beta and now, but one of the problems that I've ran into only happened to me once. I was playing the game and then my HUD completely disappeared. I couldn't see anything on the screen at all, and if there was an enemy, it wouldn't show his name over his head, so I couldn't tell if they were an enemy or a friendly, and when I eventually died, it wouldn't allow me to respawn. I actually had to back out of the game and rejoin it all over again to fix the problem. And another issue, which I do kind of consider a big issue if this happens a lot, is sometimes I guess the server crashes or something, but when that happens, my Xbox freezes. And I know this isn't just a problem with me and my Xbox, because this has happened to other people at the exact same time, and the only way to fix it is to restart your Xbox. So yeah, I really hope they fix that problem, because I'm not crazy about having to restart my Xbox every time this thing happens. It doesn't happen to me all the time, but I would like to not see it happen at all if possible. What else? And obviously they've added things that the community wanted to see. There's sway on sniper rifles, so long-range sniper shots are that much more gratifying. If you're revived in the middle of a firefight, you can decide whether you want to accept it or not, because in Bad Company 2, if that happened, you had no choice. If somebody revived you in the middle of a firefight, you had to stand up, and normally you were going to get blown away and die all over again. You can kind of, if you're next to a support class or a medic, you can hit the select button and let them know, hey, you need something. Because I remember in Bad Company 2, I'd be chasing people, trying to get their attention, and if they're in another squad, there really was nothing you can do. So they tried to address a lot of different problems. I think even now, I've always been in party chat, but I think everybody can communicate with one another in this game now. I think you're not isolated to certain squads. So yeah, really liking it. It's hard to, obviously give a full assessment of the game because I've had such little playtime with it, and this is kind of like the honeymoon phase where people are still trying to figure out how to play the game. But so far, if it continues to trend the way it is, I feel like this is the best console Battlefield game that I've played to date. So really enjoying it. Highly recommend playing it if you or picking it up if you enjoyed Bad Company 2, and if you have a team to play with. It's been tons of fun. The best experiences I've had are the large-scale team situations where it's like a bunch of guys all working together to take out a tank, or people are like flying jets kamikaze style into the ground taking people out. It's just, there's so many different things you can do in this game, a lot of varying play styles. I'm just absolutely loving it. Now these last two clips, I think among the forum boys, can't even speak, among the forum boys, the record longest headshot is 580 meters, I believe. These are my two longest headshots. I don't know what the world record is on consoles. It's probably 1,000 or something like that, but I haven't looked it up yet. But I'm going to keep posting up my longest headshots. I'm going to try to break that 580 record. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and like always, take it easy.
No, you did not.